Music is an important part of our daily lives. It is used in all kinds of media movies, TV shows, video games, etc. And everybody has one favorite song that they can listen to without getting tired of it. But why that song? What makes your favorite song so special? Hi, my name is Gerardo Zambrano, and I'm here to talk about your favorite songs and why they sound the way they do. This is Cast, the podcast you will not last. Think about your favorite line from a song. Think how that lyric makes you feel and why. That feeling is due to the writer's ability to convey emotion through lyrics. That is the power of words. I believe that one of the main reasons people fall in love with a song is its lyrics, and it's understandable why. If done right, a song could have lyrics that can blend with the instruments to create a story that can only be expressed through song. Lyrics can also help the listener understand why instruments are a certain way. A good example would be Tyler the Creator's song, New Magic Wand. The song is about how Tyler is willing to hurt the ex of his boyfriend out of jealousy and to make sure that she stays out of the way. Their instruments by themselves are very rough and aggressive. If you listen to it, you can tell that something is going to happen. However, with the lyrics, you're able to tell that the instruments are there to signify that Tyler is starting to get desperate and frustrated with his boyfriend. Lyrics can make a story that was hard to understand become clearer. Also, there's that fact of relatability that many people can find in songs. Going back to the first example, most people can understand why Tyler feels this jealousy, and since they might be feeling the same about their own significant others. They may not agree with the acts of violence, but they may know why Tyler would have to resort to this. Some people might even be in a similar situation. However, lyrics aren't enough to make a good song. When there's lyrics, there's instruments. Lyrics by themselves wouldn't be too interesting to listen to. That is where the instrumentals come into play. I call this the importance of instruments. The instrumentals of a song are the main thing that makes a song sound like a song and rather than just a poem. In fact, you can have a song with no lyrics and just instrumentals, but not the other way around. There are hundreds or maybe thousands of songs with only instrumentals that are known as classics. One song that comes to mind for me is the song Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny. The song doesn't have any vocals, but they use the steel guitar instead. Using only instruments, the song is able to create a melancholy feeling, but at the same time a relaxed one. The backing instruments like the regular guitar and the simple drums give off that relaxing and calming aura the song produces. But the steel guitar, which is the high-pitched noise heard throughout the song, brings that sense of sadness to it. The steel guitar combined with the other instruments work together to create a sense of safety but loneliness. And keep in mind, Santo and Johnny did this by only using instruments. There's not a single word spoken throughout the song, yet there is still a conversation to be had there. However, instruments are combined with lyrics to create a song, and with lyrics comes a vocal performance. The last part of an amazing song is the vocal performance of the musician. This part can make or break a song, seeing as it's the final touch. The vocal performance, while not always necessary, is just as impressive as the other components if done right. Although it can be hard to recognize this when listening to a song, the easiest way to be impressed with singing is through watching a musical. Although musicals aren't for everyone, it's the easiest way to find an impressive performance from someone. One song that does a good job of this is the song The Room Where It Happens in the musical Hamilton. The song is sung by Aaron Burr, in which he tries to figure out how Hamilton was successful in establishing the nation's bank. As the song progresses, Burr becomes angry at the fact that he had no say in making two of the biggest decisions for the country. So he decides to change that by going into politics. Before, Burr seemed calm and confident in his plan to just wait and see what happens, but this song shows Burr's true nature. The song shows us how Burr has gotten desperate and anxious in his plan to rise, and we are only able to find out his feelings through Burr's singer, Leslie Odom Jr. Leslie does an excellent job of portraying Burr's feelings. When the song starts, Burr sounds like he usually does, calm and relaxed, like he knew what he was doing. But by the end, Burr sounds distraught and frustrated to where it sounds like he is begging to be let in. The only way to convey this feeling of anger from Burr is through his singing. The lyrics and instruments might have helped, but the main factor was the singing from Leslie Odom Jr. Music is a topic that can be talked about for a couple of minutes or for hours. The conversation of music is a conversation that will be talked about for years to come. What I talked about today is what I believe is the most important part of a song, but there is still so much more to talk about, like different chord progressions and different samples used. Anyways, thank you for listening. Hopefully, I was able to show you why music is great, and if not, then hopefully you enjoyed listening to me talk for a little bit. Tune in next time for another conversation about music. This is Bravescast, the podcast you won't outlast.